Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Casual Warcraft. I'm as always Lust. Notice I changed the scenery behind me a little bit. It's kind of a little dark in here the way it was before, and yeah, I kind of moved things around and whatnot. And you can see my lovely new tower behind me. Not really new, I've had it for a few months now, but anyways, I guess that's really neither here nor there. I just kind of want to do a little video this week. It's kind of like winding down at the end of the expansion now. I mean, it's not really like we know there's another X-Pack coming yet, because we don't, but we're all kind of, I think, on the same page that there probably is one coming fairly 8 months out. I'm going to say, give or take, maybe 6, you know. But, yeah, we're winding down. I mean, 5.3 is live now, and it's winding down. You know, we're far enough on into this expansion that it's just kind of... It's towards the end, I want to say. But as going with that, like, I wanted to have a little talk about guilds, and people are always starting guilds on servers and whatnot. It's just always happening. There's never just a sudden, nobody starts a guild exactly at the beginning of an expansion and works all the way through to the end. People start halfway through, three-quarters way through. Some people start the day an expansion comes out. Some people start the day before an X-Pack comes out. But things have been kind of mixed up a little bit around lately with my guild and things. Like, some things are changing. I'm on a work schedule now where I can actively raid, and I'm really trying to get to that point. And I was in a casual guild because I've been a casual player because of work schedules and stuff. And I mean, everybody's heard me talk about it, Darkest Before Dawn on Storm River US, But I pulled 2 of my 90s out and one of my mid-level tunes out the other day. After talking it over with the GM, making sure we were still cool, because we're friends, everybody knows Oak from the Facebook page and all that, Talked it over with him, and we're still cool, and there's no hard feelings there between me and him. Our buddy Gand, also from that guild, started his, well, didn't start, had a level 25 guild that he brought over to Storm Reaver. And I joined that guild. We're going to try to start a guild fresh. I mean, there's literally like 5 of us right now. We're gonna try to start that guild fresh this late in the X-Pack and work into raiding, hopefully. Now, some discussion came up about this, especially leaving Oaks Go, because I kind of felt bad about it. 'Cause like I said, we are friends outside of the game and everything. And, whoa, my hair is just weird today. I don't know what's the deal, but no beanie. It's got to be what it is. But I don't even know where it is. I can't put it on for you. So, anyways, Darkest Before Dawn is... it's a casual guild. It's just, it's a guild where people go and they play and they hang out and they talk, and that's a great thing. It's a really good thing to have guilds like that for the non-hardcore players. And I've left many of my tunes. I think I have 5 tunes still in that guild, and they're going to stay there because those are my casual tunes. Those are the tunes I'll go play once in a while when I get away from raiding, and, when I'm not, doing the more hardcore stuff that I really want to do. Because, I pay $15 a month, $16 a month, whatever, to play this game, and I want to raid, I want to kill bosses. Casual guild with enough players that can happen, but Darkest Before Dawn we were rebuilding, and we've got the guild back to a point where it's fairly active now. There's people on, but it's not... The people that are on came there because they weren't raiders. They wanted to play casually, or do LFR and, pugs and stuff like that, and that's great, that's awesome. I wanted to move on, I wanted to try to get into hardcore raiding again, and so I've done that. That kind of has unique challenges, I think, starting this late in an expansion, because you're at a point in the expansion where most of us that are in the guild now and getting started are not, we're not geared to run the most current content. I mean, we're geared to run, MSV 10 and maybe MSV 25 if we had the people. We're geared to run it, but we're not geared to run, Isle of Thunder stuff and the new stuff that just came out. We're not there yet. So it kind of puts us at a unique point, because hardcore raiders want to be on that bleeding edge of progression, downing the boss the day it comes out, and we can't be there. We just can't. It can't happen. What we can do is we can go in at this point and play catch up. We can go in and we can download Rashawn Vaults, and we can go through and do Heart of Fear and all that, and work our way up to Throne of Thunder, and then the new stuff that just came out, and the stuff that's going to come out. And hopefully by the end of the X-Pack we'll be in, I'm hoping we'll be caught up and on current tier. my hands look really dark. I've been dyeing the cloth for the back seat of my car because I'm unrelated. But it's a very unique thing to try to do that. I mean, I know there's players on the server, and I know there's players on every server that are, they're at the same point we're at, and they want to get into a raiding guild, but they can't get into a raiding guild that's doing current content because they're not geared to run it yet. And by geared to run it, I mean they don't have, you know, the 522 epics and stuff that are already dropping, I mean, that a lot of the raiding guilds already have. So, I guess we're kind of like we're like a pickup guild almost at this point, and it's very strange, and I'm questioning whether or not it'll work, but I think it has a good shot. All of us are experienced raiders, all of us are experienced guild masters at some point in our career of playing. So I think we have a decent shot at it, you know, better than, you know, some people would that are just completely unprepared, just got their first 90 and are now trying to start a guild for the first time. So, you know, I mean, it kind of put it, this is, well, the other reason why the guild kind of split like that too is it put Darkest Before Dawn at a very strange point, because Darkest Before Dawn, this entire expansion has been a casual guild. And trying to change from a casual guild to a raiding guild is very, very difficult no matter when you do it, even if it's at the beginning of an expansion. But doing it mid-expansion or 3/4 of the way through an expansion is almost impossible. And we kind of just decided that Darkest Before Dawn needed to really stay a casual guild. That's where it needs to stay. And the new guild, Uprising, also on Stormreaver, we're going to try to go and do some actual raiding and try to get a little more hardcore about it. So hopefully it works out, but we'll see. But, you know, I mean, I just wanted to throw it out there that, you know, you can do this. You can start mid or 3/4 expansion and work up a raiding team and get raiding and progress, you know, and actually by the end of the X-Pack you should be able to, if you can get the people and you can get everybody working together and schedules work out right, you should be able to actually go from 5 people in a guild to progression raiding. Recruiting is a difficult thing, and I've always sucked at recruiting. I don't know what it is. I can throw the same macro out that everybody else in the guild throws out. I will have 0 results. I don't know. People don't like me, I guess. I don't know what it is. But, yeah. So anyways. But, that's just kind of really what I wanted to talk about, like the unique challenges that come from actually starting mid-expansion. And, you know, picking up those people that want to be in a raiding guild and are therefore trying to, you know, search out these actual, like, the established raiding guilds, but they get into them and then they can't really raid, but they don't want to leave because they're stuck, because, you know, then if they get the gear, then they'll actually be able to raid, you know, and it's just, it's neat. It's a neat experience, but it's definitely the first time I've actually done this this far into an expansion. I've switched guilds at the beginning or at the end of an expansion, and at the end of Wrath, actually it was, I went from let's see, I went from early in Wrath 3.1, 3.2-ish. I was in a raiding guild. We weren't bleeding edge progressing, but we were a raiding guild. That guild kind of fell apart. I stopped playing for a little bit. I came back, was gone from the guild. I kind of moved around a little bit. I ended up in a guild called Catalyst over on Borean Tundra, they're like #1 on the server, #1 or #2 on the server over there for 25-man rating, at least at that time they were, and I believe they still are. And I tried to work my way into a rating spot with them at the beginning of Cataclysm, which didn't really work out so well. I didn't have the schedule to be able to keep up with it, and I didn't really have the time to dedicate to the game like I needed to have to be in that situation. So that didn't really work out for me, and I ended up moving on to another casual guild using my schedule, and I've stayed fairly casual all the way up through until now. And now I'm kind of at a point where I really want to go hardcore. I want to raid, you know, I want to down bosses, and I want to kill shit. I want to make dead things. So that's kind of what's going on. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about it and see if you guys had any thoughts on it, anything going on. Also wanted to say in this video, Lore's last video, if you guys don't know Lore from Tank Spot, I'm sorry. You know, really awesome guy, big inspiration for me to get into this, one of the many. And man, he's been doing great videos. Like whenever I need dungeon information, I go to TankSpot. I watch Laura's guides, you know, and I've watched Laura's videos for ideas for my show, you know, and I just, you know, I really looked up to Laura's show a lot. And I really liked Laura's shows a lot. And his last show was the other night. He's gone to work for Blizz, you know, community manager and whatnot, so he made plenty of jokes about it. But if you haven't seen any of his videos, go over to TankSpot or Zam Official and check those out. And yeah, definitely send Laura some love, wish some good luck over at Blizz and all that. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with the Zam Official channel that those guys are doing, so you're not going to lose any of the Zam Official content. It's just kind of changing around a little bit. So I hear Mike B, aka Phony, I guess he's picking the channel back up, because I guess it was his channel back in the... I don't. I'm not getting into all that stuff. I'm not a Zam Official guy, so yeah. But anyways, send Laura some love if you haven't already. And is that all I got? I think that's all I got. I'm pretty sure that's all I got for you guys this week. Yeah, I might do another video later this week, because I thought there was something else I wanted to talk about. Now I can't think of it. I know I've kind of slacked off on the videos, but like I said, you know, a bunch of turmoil going on and stuff, and I'm trying to get things sorted out, so I think we got it now. But anyways, as always, comment, subscribe, rate, thumbs up, like us, whatever you want to do. Check us out over on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Where are we all now? Jeez, I got my own website now somewhere. I did change the URL a little bit. I'll put it down there in the sub box so you guys can check that out. Because I'm going to start doing some other gaming stuff as well, other than just Warcraft, because I play a lot of games. And granted, Warcraft takes up the majority of my time, but I play so much other stuff that I got to do something with it. So yeah, look forward to that too. And anyways, as always, guys, have fun, and you know, we'll see you guys in game.